Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Kaylin. I'm 26 and I film a lot of entrepreneurship, lifestyle, and productivity content. For today's video, I say this all the time, but we are back with one of my favorite videos to film, one of your guys' favorite videos to watch. We're gonna be sitting down and doing September's monthly budget. So pretty much what we're gonna be doing today is sitting down, taking a look at August, looking at income versus expenses. I know it is a little bit late in the month, I'll get into that in a second, but if you haven't done your budget, this is the time to pull it up and just take a look at your income versus expenses, see where you did well, see what you can do to improve, what I can do to improve, and kind of take that into September. Then we're gonna be setting September's monthly budget. We're gonna set our financial priorities, our financial goals, and just, you know, get a feel and idea of what we want September to look like financially. I am also self-employed, so I have an online e-commerce business through Amazon's platform. I have an online store, an Etsy store, where I sell budget spreadsheets, goal setting spreadsheets, all the fun Google Sheets, and then I also do content creation part-time. So 3 different streams of income. I'll kind of go through some of the income breakdowns for those streams. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. I am filming this a little bit later into the month. It's September 5th when I'm filming this, and honestly, I have kind of been avoiding this video just because I had a really good month of July. My expenses were good, my income was pretty good. And then going into August, I kind of wanted to keep that going, low expenses, you know, high income, and that didn't happen, to be honest. I started out strong, but towards the end of the month, it just, honestly, it's out of hand. I need to kind of like reel it back a little bit, control the spending. But yeah, that's kind of why this video is late. I've been subconsciously kind of putting it off, and you know, we gotta face it. We're here, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna take a look at it and, you know, see what we can do better on, see what we can improve upon, and just take that into September. So get your spreadsheets out, your budgeting tool of choice out, so we can sit down and reset and just get financially ready for September. So I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, I have my spreadsheet pulled up. I also say this in the beginning of every monthly reset, but my spreadsheets are from Press Reset, which is my online Etsy store. I also have a website. You guys can use code RESET to get 20% off of your order. I'm using the Ultimate Wealth Dashboard. It's the dashboard that I use in all of my videos. If you want to check it out, I will have it linked down below. So this is what the budget's looking like for the month of August. There's just a lot going on here. You can see my cash flow summary. My expenses made up 54% of my cash flow, and my savings and investments made up about 18%. It could be better, not the worst, but I definitely want to get my savings and investments up to at least 30%. So my expenses need to come down for sure. I definitely went over budget. Like I said, I wanted to have a low spend month. I even have my top priorities up here. I wanted to focus on saving and investing, hit all my expected income, and have a low spend month and focus on intentional spending, and that really didn't happen. So I'm gonna set some terms for myself for September, which I'll get into when we talk about September's budget, but we'll just kind of go through August really quickly, just a general idea of how I did. So for income, my AdSense, I had expected 230, we brought in 250, pretty close, so I'm good with that. Brand deals and links, I didn't expect anything, and I didn't bring in anything, so that's fine. Amazon, like I said, I run an online e-commerce store. If you watch my budget with me, and you guys already know, I actually do not share this income. I feel like I sound like a broken record every time I say it, but we actually, my partner and I, my boyfriend and I, we pay ourselves the exact same amount from this business because we do run it together. So for his privacy, I do not share how much we pay ourselves, just because I'm fine, obviously, with putting all of my expenses and transactions on the internet, but I completely understand and respect that not everybody is as open. So I don't share that, which that is like my full-time income. And then my other income is pretty much my Etsy income. So it's Etsy, if I get any cash back from extensions, which you guys know I'm always talking about the benefits of cash back. And if we actually look in my transactions, I have Rakuten, which is a cashback extension. They pay you out every quarter. I actually got paid out $3.93 from that, and TopCashBack, I got paid out $79. So I made about $450 just off of cashback extensions. So I will have the cashback extensions that I use linked down below. It's literally free money, you guys. I talk about it all the time, I know, but I will never not online shop now without a cashback extension because, like I said, it's free money. So that was also in there, but overall my actual income was about $1,906, so it was actually about $400 more because I wasn't including the cash back in there. So my total income without my full-time income was $2,156, which honestly is pretty average for like my side hustle, so I'm pretty happy with that. Moving on to bills. Bills are the same every month. So we have rent, Wi-Fi, utilities. We were actually over on our utilities a little bit, probably from the air conditioning. Our rent actually went up a little bit, so it was actually $880, and our Wi-Fi is always the same. This is my half. So everything that you guys see on my budget is my half. My partner and I, we do split everything, but we don't have a joint bank account. We have separate bank accounts, so this is just my half of everything. Okay, moving over to expenses. This is where things got a little out of control. So for groceries, we have been so good at, not spending a ton on groceries. I typically like to keep this around $300. Devin has actually been paying a little bit more for groceries, which I appreciate so much. So I had budgeted $200 for myself. I spent by myself $505.98 on groceries. And I actually had him add up his too, and the two of us together spent over $1,000 on groceries, which is insane for two people. I told him, I'm like, I know we spend a lot on food, but I think at least like we need to keep it under $1,000 at least, because $1,000 just on groceries is crazy, especially when we also eat out a decent amount. So I definitely was over budget on my grocery spend. For restaurants, I had budgeted $60. I spent $200 on restaurants. For coffee, like I said, I don't know what happened. It's like I blacked out during the month of August. Coffee, I had budgeted $25 because I did so good during the month of July. I spent $99, which honestly, I'm not too mad at this just because I always buy Devin and I coffee. It's not just me spending $100 on coffee, but still, we have coffee at home. This definitely needs to come down. Gas, I had budgeted $25 and I had spent $69, so I was over $44. The gym is the same every month. I actually just canceled my cycling membership, so I think I might get charged in September, but after that I won't have my cycling membership. I would just have my like regular gym membership. I just wasn't using my cycling membership enough to justify spending $100 a month on it. Miscellaneous, I have nothing to say. Miscellaneous was $500. I had a lot of Target trips in here, which going through, I didn't even realize I went to Target that much. It just adds up so quickly. I have Target here, Target. So I definitely need to just stop just shopping for small things because they really do add up. So my miscellaneous was over, self-care was over, don't need to talk about that, clothing was over, gifts were $0, subscriptions always the same. I get this from my subscription tracker here. So I keep all of my subscriptions in my subscription tracker here so I can keep track of when everything gets charged and what it's for in the monthly amount. So I can actually change that to $173.80. And then I have pets. Pets were way over too. So we have a dog and a rabbit, and I always say this, I will spend as much as I need to on them. I just typically budget about $50 a month, and this just happened to be a month where they needed so much stuff. So we bought Maya 2 bags of food, which Maya's our dog. Typically we buy her 1, but we're like, let's just buy her 2. She's been running out. And so each bag of food is $80. Lola, our rabbit, needed litter, a new litter box. They just needed so many extra things. So totally fine. But yeah, we spent $275 on the girls, which is definitely abnormal. I don't think I've ever spent probably over like $100 on them unless there's been a vet appointment. So this is definitely abnormal. And of course it was on a month where, you know, everything was kind of over. So my total expenses, I said last month I wanted to keep my expenses below $1,000. And they actually ended at $2,364. So I did spend about $1,300 more than I wanted to. The expenses are definitely gonna be cut down. Saving and investing, honestly, it could have been better, but it wasn't too bad. I did hit my American Express savings goals. I did this last month too. I keep forgetting about my gift sinking fund. I always talk about the importance of a gift sinking fund, and this is the second month in a row that I have forgot to put $50 in my gifts sinking fund. So I'm actually gonna put $50 in there today and just count it as last month because I I'm not meaning to do that on purpose. I just honestly keep forgetting about it. And then my investments, I invested $300. I wanted to invest $500 in my Roth IRA. I'm still happy that I put $300 in, but it could have been better, especially since my expenses were so high. So that's pretty much it for the month of August. Honestly, like I said, I've kind of been putting it off. I really did not want to look at my credit card statements, but it's got to be done. It's got to be faced. I could feel myself, you know, when you feel yourself during the month just spending more than you should, and it's just like you can feel it adding up, but you don't want to look. That's kind of how I felt during the entire month of August, and that's actually why I started budgeting, because I hate that just that anxiety that you get from not wanting to look at your checking account or your credit card statement because you know it's gonna be high. We're actually gonna do a kind of no spend September. Let's go ahead and take a look at September. Like I said, I am filming this on September 5th, so I did already fill in some of my expenses that I've spent up until now, and it's already, I was going through it and I'm like, nope, we're done. We're starting no spend September on September 5th today because I'm already at 99 for groceries, 180, there's no way I'm at 180 for restaurants. I'm at 180 for restaurants, you guys, because I went out of town for a wedding and we went out and we had drinks and I just included that in restaurants. I'm already at 180 for restaurants, 24 for pets, 38 for miscellaneous, and it is September 5th. My goal for September is to have a no spend September. I actually saw Smiley Citrus do this month and I was like, that's such a good idea, because I feel like all it takes is 1 month to kind of get you back on track, to really limit your spending, put that extra spending into savings, investing, extra debt, taking a month or two to just really limit that extra spending. And especially with the holiday season coming up, September is like the last month, I feel like, until you really get into that holiday season. With October, we have Halloween. November, you kind of start Christmas shopping, you have Thanksgiving, and then December, you obviously have Christmas. So it's going to be naturally, I feel like, more of an expensive few months. And so September is that month to just limit your spending and just get ready and save, invest, pay down as much debt as you can. I'm actually going to give myself some terms because I know myself, and I know if I make it, like if I restrict myself too much, I won't stick to it, to be honest. It's kind of like going on a diet. If you eat really bad and you're like, okay, I'm gonna eat nothing but salads for an entire month, you're probably not gonna stick to it. But if you allow yourself to have 2 or 3 cheat meals in there during the week, then you're much more likely to actually stick to your diet the rest of the days of the week. So I'm gonna kind of, you know, translate that into budgeting and allow myself some cheat meals. So I'm gonna allow myself to eat out 2 times a week, buy coffee 2 times a week, and I am also going to allow myself to buy anything for our new apartment. We are moving the middle of October and we're kind of getting ready for that. So I wouldn't consider that really unnecessary spending. So anything for our new apartment is okay. And any of like just the necessities like shampoo, conditioner, paper towels, toilet paper, face wash, anything like that, obviously I'm going to purchase if we're out. So yeah, those are my terms. We're gonna cut out these unnecessary Target trips. We're going to cut out eating out as much as we are, getting coffee as much as we are. We're also not gonna do any online shopping, which honestly, I don't really have a problem with that. So yeah, those are the terms. We're gonna have a semi-no spend September. And this was, like I said, inspired by Smiley Citrus here on YouTube. She's doing this and it's definitely much needed, especially with how much anxiety I had about my finances last month. Just doing a no spend, kind of like a no spend month, it'll be good for me. So that is the plan for September. And for top priorities, actually I might change this. I am going to make this a reminder and do no spend month, just, you know, to keep it there, no spend month. I'm gonna bold that. And then I'm also going to say coffee 2 times a week and carry out 2 times a week. Just so I have that right there as my reminder. Moving over here to income, for AdSense, I think my AdSense is pretty much gonna be the same that it was last month. So it's already September 5th, so I know the exact amount. My AdSense is actually gonna be a little bit lower than last month. It's going to be $206.51. Brand deals and links, I should be getting a payout for a few of these, so I'm going to say $650 for brand deals and links. Amazon, like I said, I always say 0, and for other income I'm going to say $2,000. So That brings my expected income to $2,856.51. It is a little bit of a higher income month for me than last month, but just because I do have some brand deals and affiliate payouts in there from YouTube, it kind of increases the income a little bit. Like I always say, bills are the same every month, so I'm going to copy this, and I need to update our rent to $880, and our rent will actually be going up in October because the apartment that we're moving to is actually a little bit more expensive than this. So for expenses, this is where I really need to focus on keeping it low. And I know I said that last month, but like I said, this month we have terms set, so definitely want to make sure that we actually stick to our budget. For groceries, I want to be realistic because I've already spent $99 on groceries. I'm going to say $300 for groceries. Restaurants, I'm gonna say $250 for restaurants. That's honestly way higher than I would like, but like I said, I've already spent $120 out because I went to the bar. So we're already starting off the month a little bit higher. For coffee, I'm going to say $60. That leaves me $30 for the rest of the month, which is pretty realistic. For gas, I'm gonna say $25 for gas. For the gym, I don't know if I'll have that $91. I'm gonna budget for it just in case, and if I don't, then great, I have an extra $91, but we're gonna say $91 for the gym. Miscellaneous, I've already spent $31. Oh, I bought fall candles, so I already have my fall candles. We don't need anything else. I'm going to say $100. So I also want to make this as realistic as possible, and miscellaneous spending for me isn't necessarily unnecessary spending or irresponsible spending. It's just spending that doesn't really fit into a category. So if I go purchase shampoo, I will categorize that as miscellaneous spending. I will also categorize like fall candles. Really, a lot of different things go in miscellaneous, but if it doesn't fit into one of these categories, it goes in miscellaneous. So it's not always bad spending. Sometimes it is necessary spending, so I am gonna give myself like another $60 in that category. Self-care, we're gonna say $0. I spent a lot, I think, last month on self-care. I spent $387 on self-care last month because I went and got my hair done. And I also got a massage and my nails done. So I had plenty of self-care last month. I can go a month without having any, so I'm going to say $0 for that. We don't need any clothes. It is my mom's birthday. I'm gonna give myself $100 for gifts. Subscriptions, like I said, are the same every month, so I'm gonna take this $173.80 and put that there. And for pets, we've already got BarkBox obviously this month, obviously a necessity. So we did buy a lot of extra food last month, which like I said was why it was so expensive. So honestly, we really shouldn't need that much. I'm gonna say, well, I already have 24. I'm gonna say $44, which gives me an extra $20 for the girls this month. And that's just my half, so that really gives us an extra $40 this month. Expenses are at $1,143. I would really like them below $1,000. But because we've already got such a rough start to the month, I think that we're probably gonna be a little bit over $1,000 this month. I'm actually gonna keep my savings and sinking funds and my investments blank, just because, like I said, I wanna see, like, I won't know really until I see how much money I actually make, how much money I actually spend, and then anything that's left over, I'll put into there. But I really wanna just focus on my income and keeping my expenses low, and then anything extra I will put into my savings. So I wanna say it's probably gonna be around $500 or $600 for my savings, and probably about the same for my investments, just so you guys have an idea of some estimate. But I don't know exactly, so I kind of don't want to put a budget on it because anything extra I want to put into there. I mean, I guess I could just say $500 for now. I'll just put $500 for both, but I'm not too worried about sticking to this budget. Hopefully it's going to be more, but just because, like I said, I really just want to focus on one thing this month, and that's keeping my expenses low. One thing about my budget is, and I do this with my goals too, is I feel like I focus on so many different things that it's hard for me to just stay consistent with them, where I really just need to focus on one main goal, whether that's saving as much as possible, keeping my expenses low, increasing my income, so that way I'm not overwhelmed and I feel like I need to increase my income and lower my expenses and save more. It can just get really overwhelming when you're focusing on too many financial goals at once. So I want to kind of narrow my financial goals down a little bit to one main goal a month, and I think that will really help me stay more consistent consistent with my budget and just the overall goal that I have for that month financially. So this month, it is just keeping expenses low. That kind of wraps up my September budget. It's definitely gonna be challenging, but I'm just like ready to just not spend any money. And that's honestly another reason why I love fall, is because there's so many activities that you can do without needing to spend a bunch of money. You can go to the pumpkin patch, you can go apple picking, and typically that stuff is pretty affordable. You can go for a nice fall walk outside. You can make coffee at home and go wander around a bookstore and not buy anything, or go to the thrift store and get a book for $1 or $2. So I feel like fall is just a much more affordable season, and there's a lot more to do outside because it's actually like a manageable heat. Also, I almost forgot, I always include this in the middle of the video, but if you're still here and you're still sticking around, then you get a chance to enter the giveaway that I always run in my monthly budget with me. So I am actually gonna start announcing the winner. So make sure if you do enter the giveaway that you're fine with me announcing, you know, who you are and the comment that you put on my video. This month, I think we're gonna do the same giveaway that we did last month. You will win 1 copy of the Ultimate Wealth Dashboard and a $50 Amazon gift card. All you have to do to enter is make sure you subscribe to my channel and comment down below 1 financial goal that you have for September. Like I said, I am going to announce the winner and the comment in my next video, so make sure whatever you comment, you're fine with me announcing. It can be as specific or as vague as you want it to be, it doesn't matter, but just comment 1 financial goal that you have for September and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Also, before you go, make sure you check out Press Reset. I will have it linked down below. Make sure you guys use code RESET for 20% off your purchase, and also make sure to go follow Press Reset over on Instagram. It's just at Shop Press Reset, and I post a lot of finance, productivity, like lifestyle tips and tricks and content on there. So I really hope you guys enjoy this September budget with me and sitting down and just resetting financially for the new month. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.